Welcome back to Not Average Cinema. Today we are making our playoff predictions, way too early playoff predictions, on who we think is going to be in the Super Bowl and who's going to win that. And just in general, who's going to be in the playoffs here. You can check out our other video we put together with the records we think each team's going to end up with at the end of the year. And I believe we both based it off of that as to which
Yep.
teams here we have in the playoffs. So yeah, you can see how they got to the playoffs, sort of. You can see how many wins they got to get here. But yeah, we are not experts in this at all, so we don't pretend to be. So these are probably terrible picks, terrible predictions. Let us know who you think is going to be in this year's Super Bowl.
Yes. But yeah, so these are the teams. This is your NFC playoff picture here, seeds 1 through 7. Do you feel that you ended up with a set of teams that really represented what you thought, or did the kind of just choosing games throughout the weeks kind of lead you astray a little bit?
I think this is a good representation. I mean, I would not be surprised if this is how the playoffs ended up, because I feel like the Cardinals are maybe a little bit of a surprise for me. My biggest surprise probably of these bunch. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did make it to the playoffs. And maybe I would say the one that, at least in the North here, that I'm maybe missing that I would have maybe otherwise put in here is maybe the Lions, the Detroit
Mhm.
Lions, just coming off really couple really good years. They probably have a good chance of making it in, but yeah, I think overall good representation, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's get right into the matchups and who's gonna win what here. And actually, we got some interesting matchups here. Because yeah, we got LA and San Francisco. This will be the third time they met. I do not remember who I originally had winning their initial games, but yeah, I think I think here this is. I think the Rams are going to win that game there over
Uh,
San Francisco. I don't. It's probably not the right way to pick this because we could see what happens with the other ones. I guess
that
let's
gives,
go to Arizona and Philadelphia. That will
I was
figure
gonna
out
say
what
that
goes with
gives
what.
absolutely nothing. You do a top one
Let's
and
go
everything
back.
goes.
Let's go back to that one, and then we know at least one of the teams where they're going to go here.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know. A couple years ago, Philadelphia struggled in the playoffs, and last year they obviously made it all the way. In Arizona, this would be their first time in the playoffs. I think in a couple of years. I don't think that maybe they. I don't even remember now. They could have been there recently, and they could have
I
not.
think they
They're
oh,
one of
I think
those
they
tweener teams.
barely missed out last year, I think.
Yeah. So I I think the Eagles are the ones with something to lose here. I think Arizona would come into this a bit of an underdog, so that could play into it a little bit. They could play a little more loose with what they're doing, not really, if we lose kind of attitude. Like the Philadelphia Eagles of the Nick Foles days, the underdogs and all those matchups. Uh, do we get a repeat of that story? No, we don't, I don't think. I think the Eagles will be winning in the first round, eliminating the poor Arizona Cardinals.
Oh man. So then the bracket shapes up. And we'll
How it's
go
shaping up here. And yes, then we'll go, and I think the Chargers
the
are going to.
Chargers. It's like the same
The
logo.
Rams. The Rams. The Rams. I think the Rams are going to make it here. This might be the Matt Stafford farewell tour, I
Oh
think, this
boy.
year.
And oh boy, he's gonna have to go on face the number one seed then. Oh man, I could
Yeah,
see it being it could be a lot of farewell tours.
it really could.
But yeah, I could see it being his for sure, especially if
Yeah,
they go deep into the playoffs.
right. Yeah, I think, yeah, especially if they make it, yeah, into the final two games, one of those two, I think it could be. But yeah, then we get into what I think could be a very high scoring affair between Washington and Green Bay. And obviously, well, maybe not obvious. I probably don't know, but big Green Bay Packer fan. Been a Packer fan my whole life, so obviously have some bias there. but I did like the Redskins last year. Washington team, not Washington Redskins. They are not the Redskins. Uh, and yeah, I really was hoping that they would go all the way last year. That was kind of the team that I wanted, but they fell a little bit short. So I think they're going to get their chance to redeem themselves here because I think they'll probably go over the Packers and
Oh
will be
my,
facing their rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles.
oh my goodness. How could he possibly go against the Packers, man?
I hate to do it. I hate to
Really,
do it, but
he's really
Packers
trying to lead.
are known to choke. They just always do. Being a Packers fan as long as I've been in my lifetime anyway. Yes, they have won a Super Bowl, but they have also made it to the playoffs and been knocked out first round many, many times.
We don't choke. We get screwed. We get choked.
Exactly.
That's what I
That's
say.
more like it.
We've never made a mistake.
Ooh, and yeah, so then we got our two matchups here. Let's start with the Rams and Buccaneers. And I have the Buccaneers having a pretty good season here. But I love something about always picking like that team that gets that bye to just kind of throw it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why. I just always feel like I don't know. It seems like those teams that get into that number one seed will maybe rest the final week, or they'll be far enough ahead that they'll be able to rest a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then they'll have another week here in the bye, and
Tortoise in the
then
hair.
it just seems like those teams sometimes just come out and just don't play well.
Yeah.
I'm worried that could happen for the Buccaneers. I think that could happen because I had them at what 15 wins. I think if they have 15 wins, they're probably gonna have almost like a double bye week,
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately. And yeah, I think the Rams are gonna play them tough, and I think they're gonna win. They're going to make
Oh
it
boy.
into the championship game.
Oh boy. This is a year. This is quite a year for the Rams. And I don't think you had them like that well in the actual
No, I don't think so.
scoring.
Yeah, they're the sixth seed, so
Yeah,
I don't know if did they have 10 wins maybe? I don't know.
I
I
think
don't
so.
remember.
I think
So yeah, and then
this
yeah, we
will,
get I think the rematch, Washington and Philadelphia. I think they faced each other last year, and
yeah.
I love a good revenge tale, and that's why I'm going with the Redskins to take out the Philadelphia Eagles
Oh
once and
my
for
goodness.
all.
Look at these underdogs. This never happens nowadays. It's always 1 and 2 facing off
It
in the
really is.
championship. But you
So
got
it's unlikely that this is going to happen unless these two teams are probably seeded higher. Probably not going to happen.
you got fifth
But
and sixth seed. My goodness.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's maybe a
Yeah.
yeah, probably should have put the Philadelphia Eagles in there, but I like it. I like it. I think they're gonna get ahead of themselves a little bit there going into this game.
Oh,
And yeah, so then we've got the Rams versus the Washington
who
Commanders.
is the NFC champion?
Oh boy. And yeah, I think it's gonna be the Washington Commanders. I think they're
Oh,
gonna do what people thought they might actually do last year. Might make it deep, deep. It's yeah, I think they're gonna do it this year.
I can see it. I can see it. I like it. It's the new young, even though I thought I might have heard like it's one of the oldest teams actually, but they seem like, or maybe it was a different team. It might have been Cardinals. I think it was Commanders because I always think of them. Oh, they're newly good. They may not be new players. They may be old players, but they feel like a young team just because they're good for the first time and who knows how long.
In a
So
bit.
yeah,
Since Kirk Cousins played for him.
yes. Okay, I like it. I like the. It's kind of weird having like two kind of underdogs feeling going for the championship.
Two upsets in the
Two huge upsets, yes. But I
but it
like it.
happens. It's
I
gonna
like it.
happen. This is the year.
I like it. Okay, so then we'll go to my. So if you want to see his AFC half, if you thought that was good, you got to stick around for the third quarter of this because I am doing my NFC playoff bracket here. This one I got just like last year, three teams from the NFC North in here. I don't know. I don't know if I really think Vikings. I think that's a big question mark. But I do think that the Lions probably will make the playoffs this year. That's where I kind of disagree with you a little bit,
Hmm.
where you think they're going to be absolute trash. Um, but yeah, like Cardinals and Commanders, I kind of wanted them each in there as well. But I went with the Falcons making this, and that was under the impression that Kirk Cousins was, and I think I'm going to have to hope that he does play and he plays the best he's ever played. I have no idea of his condition, but he's leading the Atlanta Falcons to like a third seed. It's gonna be pretty unreal. No one will believe it just happened. But yeah, and Eagles being the number one seed, I think that's inevitable. But I don't hate it because it gives the underdogs a good team to go against. So speaking of underdogs, we got the Lions hosting the Minnesota Vikings, and this one. So this will be their third matchup. I'm not sure if they traded in my season. I think they probably did. But I'm gonna have the Vikings. There's no way the Vikings win this game. This is going to be the Detroit Lions
There's no way.
dominating like 50 to 13 or something.
There's no way the Vikings win this game. Wow.
No way. Ain't no way.
I would have given them a little chance, but
Okay, they could. They'll start off. They'll
they'll
turn
be
it
up
on.
14 zip,
Exactly.
and that's all they'll score.
Yep. And they'll get a field goal. Lions will get a field goal and be like, oh, 14-3, this is really good. Vikings get the ball in half. Immediately turn it over, and it's just all gone at that point. But they get a nice little
Yeah.
matchup. Nice little matchup. Divisional matchup in the playoffs. It's always fun when that. It seems like we don't get it with our division, even though we had three in it last year. All three of us were out first round, and I want to see it.
Somehow, some way.
I want to see it. But then we got the Tampa Bay and the Atlanta Falcons. This one I think was probably the hardest in the playoffs for me to decide because I'm like, I am believing on this Kirk Cousins train, but then I'm also believing in this Baker Mayfield train, and I'm like, I could see this one making, I could see this one making it, and then seeing how that shaped the other matchups, I think decided that I was going to go with the Atlanta Falcons
Wow.
winning this matchup and gonna be going to Detroit.
So he's guaranteed that in the championship game, there's going to be a different team than what I had for sure. At
Yes,
least one.
at least one, at least one. And then the Packers and the LA Rams. Yeah, I couldn't do what you did. I could not stop myself from picking the Packers. They got to do it. Their fifth seed somehow. They should be number one all the time. Packers are going to be winning this match, sending them to Philadelphia. Um, but yeah, I love the Rams. It'll be a nice little Stafford versus Packers. One
Yeah.
last time, maybe if he does retire, if this is his retirement tour. Um, but it's going to end a little short.
His his one game playoff retirement tour, the last dance.
The last dance. But yeah, then we got this was I wanted to see Packers Eagles. Like it's been a curse for so long, and I wanted to see it again because I wanted to see, and I think we can with our new team. I don't think the Eagles are going to be as good as they say they are. I say the Packers defeat the Eagles here, and I think we might face them in the season. I think we defeat them there too. The Packers are going to the championship game. What do you?
Maybe,
No,
maybe.
he
I
doesn't
mean, they're
believe.
not playing in Brazil or wherever they played the beginning of last year, where Jordan Love went down.
That's true. That's true.
So that helps.
It does. It does. And maybe that's just because the Eagles Cowboys first game, it's about halfway through, and we've seen all the weaknesses of the Eagles now. So that is influencing this massively.
Haven't done anything but scored touchdowns, so
I almost put the Cowboys in here with how impressive they were. And then we have Atlanta at Detroit. What do you think? What do you think I go with? Do I go with the Kirk Cousins train or do I go with the Green Bay defense?
you're going Detroit and Green Bay. You're all about the storylines.
Well, I don't know. That must not have occurred to me because I went with the Falcons winning this, going to the. I mean, it's not going to be a storybook ending of Packers Lions. That's ridiculous. What are the odds
Wow.
that that would happen? This is real life. Doesn't always
Wow,
happen.
so we both kind of didn't pick the top two seeds here.
Yeah, we both
Interesting.
went
Interesting.
with what, 5-6? I went 3-5.
That five seed's getting in, guys. Put your money on the five seed.
And then of this, I'm like, yeah, I'm on the train of the Kirk Cousins run, but like there ain't no way. Then you match him up against the Packers, and there is no way that he can compete with that. This is going
How
to
about you're
be
committed to Kirk Cousins playing?
Green Bay. It's going to shut down Cousins' last dance. It's going to be his retirement tour as well. And Green Bay is going to the Super Bowl. And I don't know
Oh
if it's
boy.
just wishful thinking. There might be a
I think there
tiny
might
bit
be
of
a
that.
little bit of that.
Tiny.
Little bit. Just a tiny bit, I think there might be. Wow, this guy.
I feel like Falcons are definitely probably the biggest. Like, okay, I don't know about that, but
Yeah, I'd have to
all the other
see.
teams can definitely.
I didn't look. I haven't looked at like current like odds and stuff. I wonder what the Falcons' odds are of just making the championship game. Not even Super Bowl or anything, just championship game. I can't imagine it's very good odds, but
They're
you
going to
never know.
show up once people see this, see the truth.
Well, now I know I'm gonna have to if they're pretty, favorable in betting on them. I might have to
Yeah,
put a little bit of money on the Falcons in Vegas.
there you go. Oh boy, but let us know what in the AFC we should bet on. What do you got here? Any Falcons level long shots? I don't think so. I don't think so. Anything quite as crazy as that.
I don't think so. I'm not on mine anyway. Um, because yeah, we're gonna just start off with the Chargers, getting back to the actual Chargers, not the Rams Chargers, not the Rams of the LA. And we're going against Denver, who I think Denver is gonna have a pretty good year. And I think they are going to win this game here. I think the Chargers are going to Charger, and will probably lose late.
Divisional game, right?
It is a division. Oh
Oh
boy,
my
it is.
goodness.
Makes it even tastier.
And all the number two seeds have won so far.
No big upsets yet. But yeah, then we go into Kansas City and Baltimore. Oh boy, it depends. Are Kelsey and Taylor Swift going to get married the day after the Super Bowl? Because
That's
then he's
true.
going to have to go on a run here. They're going to have to
Mhm.
do whatever they can to make sure he makes the Super Bowl and wins. But is that going to happen, or is Lamar going to take over the game as he does? Derrick Henry maybe a little bit too. Oof. I
Uh,
like both these teams to make it on here. This one's tough. This is tough.
yeah.
But I probably actually like the rematch of Buffalo and Kansas City more than I like Denver versus Baltimore. So we're going to go with a little bit of the upset, and Kansas City is going to be moving
Okay.
on.
Yeah, okay. Kansas City going to Buffalo. I like it. I like the match. You get all the dream matches. This is Andy Reid's retirement tour.
And then we go to the other matchup where Houston got in by default, and we're putting the Bengals into the next round.
Oh, yes. That's right, Houston. Sit down.
Jeez, Houston taking a spot from a better team, probably.
I know. Okay, I like
Uh,
this. I like these teams. I like the teams.
I do like the Final Four here, and I think any of them truly could win this year, could win it all. And yeah, I think this year again. I can't remember. Did it happen last year? Did Buffalo beat Kansas City? Who beat Kansas City to get in? Or did
Uh,
Kansas City made it to the end,
last
right?
year, yeah, they lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Okay, so Buffalo is finally gonna get it done against
Oh
Kansas City.
my
They're
goodness.
finally gonna do it in overtime. They're gonna get the ball first, and they're gonna go down and score a touchdown.
Wow, wow, wow. But I mean, they get the chance to get another touchdown. I think they changed the rule.
Good.
But oh, it's
It's
gonna
just
just
gonna go
go on
back and
forever.
forth. It's gonna go on for 3 extra periods.
Like we
That's what's
can't
gonna
stop.
happen. Can't stop. They've scored non-stop touchdowns back and forth. But yeah, I think Buffalo will win it. We will get a 1 seed here, making it on. And we will get the 2 seed. They will be facing the
Oh
Broncos, who will
my.
beat the Bengals. I think the Bengals will meet their match there. Their offensive weapons won't be able to take on the defense of the Denver Broncos.
Oh boy. Okay, that's a matchup. I mean, I'd like to see. I need to actually watch the Broncos and actually see for myself that they are a good team. I just hear all this stuff, but then I think of the joke of the season with Russell Wilson, where I'm like, what is this? I thought they were going to be great. But
Yeah, well, now Bo Nix is the joke. Um, but yeah, I could see
ooh,
either one of these winning this matchup. I could see it, but I think to actually earn it, to earn the MVP award that he got last year,
oh boy.
I think Josh Allen is going to have to lead his team to the Super Bowl. He can't just be this guy that doesn't win playoff games, the big games. He can't be that if he really thinks he's MVP.
Well, he won one of them to get there. He can lose this one. Isn't that a can't?
He's
What
got
is
to keep winning them. He hasn't won enough of them yet.
that? Can't I lose by just a little?
That's exactly what he would probably say. But yeah, we're going to have Buffalo making it to the Super Bowl.
God, they haven't made it yet, have they? I'm like, my gosh, they've been,
In recent times? No.
yeah, like in the sense they've been hot. I'm like, they've been talked about so much, it feels wrong that they have not been to the Super Bowl.
I would agree.
But yeah, I could see this happening. I could see this. It's hard to imagine Chiefs not being in a championship game,
It
uh,
is hard to imagine.
but I mean, it's interesting. It's fresh, finally.
Finally, some freshness in the AFC.
You're gonna have Washington and Buffalo. Ooh, look forward to his outcome of that. Let's check out my AFC. Oh, I don't like the Dolphins. I just don't feel like the Dolphins should be there. It doesn't feel right, but it's how it ended up. I'm like, get the
They're
Steelers.
there, baby.
Got in there over the Steelers, I think.
Oh
Maybe
boy.
another team. It was just like all depending on certain outcomes, other outcomes. Like some outcomes, I pick a team. I'm like, how does that change who gets in there? I don't know what's going on. But
Craziness.
yeah, so what do we got? We got Houston, Cincinnati, KC, Denver, Buffalo, Baltimore, and just the one difference of Miami, and you had something else, and I forget what it was. What did you have? Charger.
Uh,
Oh yeah,
yes.
Chargers and Steelers are just short there, and I don't know if I believe in the Dolphins, but they're here and they are fighting.
Are they gonna make waves?
Or they're like, are they gonna make waves? No, they are not gonna make waves.
Oh gosh, they're gonna be picked out of the air when
The
they
Raven's
jump
gonna
up.
come down and claw them out of the water. Have you ever seen it?
Oh my gosh.
My goodness.
Have you ever seen a dolphin picked up by a raven before?
The strength, the talon strength. I don't think they're that big, but they can do it.
Oh, they're that big.
So yeah, Baltimore moving on. They're big favorite by a lot of people. I don't know. They don't seem to get it done when it comes to the playoffs, but I think that
Well, it's
uh,
both of these two, Buffalo and Baltimore.
yeah,
They don't seem to get it all the way.
they don't.
Trying to remember. Has Baltimore been in one recently? A Super Bowl?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's always been Chiefs, and then one year with the Bengals or whatever, and it's like, oh, that didn't really stick around, did it? My goodness. But
Wow.
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Ever since Mahomes showed up, it's championship game every single year, and Super Bowl like five of those six.
Not too
Um,
bad. Not too
not
bad.
too bad. Not too bad. Okay, then we got Denver and Kansas City. Speaking of Kansas City, another divisional game here, and I don't remember what I had in the season. They might have split them. Probably that's probably usually what I end up doing with it because I can't decide. And this one I always go with my favorites. I go with Kansas City making it through, and then they will go on to face Baltimore. Which I think part of it's just like those big matches that I want to see, which I mean, I gotta see Kansas City. Gotta see Kansas City. Gotta hope that they are playing well, having a great season. You can just get some powerhouses in the playoffs. Some 50-50 games, literally 50 points, 50 points. Can hope, but Cincinnati, Houston, that is not going to be 50 points, 50 points. But
There's
I
going to be 50 and 10.
exactly because the Texans are going to win this one. Breaking up from you a little bit there, they heard what you were saying about them. Where are the Texans here? I'm looking for their slides so I can move them.
Wow.
Texans are winning. I don't even remember picking them, but they made it. Texans going on to
Got
face.
a lot of the blues and reds and
Yeah,
whites here. And a little bit
yeah.
of purple.
Should have
Purple and
had
gold.
should have had the orange make it. That would have made it a little more visually interesting. Yeah, so Houston,
Wow.
Buffalo, Kansas City, Baltimore. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't see Houston making it probably even to the playoffs unless they get an easy in.
Wow. Yeah.
And yeah, that one, I mean, that's an easy choice up top there. Houston,
I was going to say, is Buffalo going to get it done or
you've gone as far as you can go, Houston. Farther than you should have ever gone. Buffalo Bills.
this feels like all these powerhouses and then you've got Houston there.
But yeah, Buffalo. Josh Allen, Buffalo. It just feels, I'm just kind of feeling it this year. I'm like, they're going to make it really far. They're not going to like fail in the first round. They're going to put up a great season and definitely make it to that conference championship. And then on the other side, this one is another one that I kind of go back and forth on. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of initially was feeling, okay, Ravens, they're going to do it. It's going to be their year. And I'm like, no, it's not. It ain't the Ravens. It's the Chiefs. Chiefs are going to be winning this one. We're going to get, for maybe the seventh time, we're going to get Kansas City and Buffalo in the AFC Championship match. And people will only complain about seeing the Chiefs too much, even though the Bills have been there just as much.
That's true. That's exactly true. But let's
Exactly.
see. Do you have the same outcome I had when I had them? But then obviously it was not in the championship game. But
That's true. That's true. Do I have the State Farm matchup? Well, it's not State Farm anymore. Aaron Rodgers isn't on the Green Bay Packers, but do we get Packers Chiefs that we've wanted? I've wanted for so long. That's why I got a little bit of each color going on here. Or do we get the Buffalo Bills finally dethroning the Chiefs? I don't know if they've ever even beat them like in any season, any regular season, postseason. I don't even think so. But I think it is their year this year. I think Josh Allen leads the Buffalo Bills all the way to the Super Bowl.
wow.
So we got that. We have the same contender from the AFC. A little bit of crossover, as weird as it was to get there.
That's true. Yeah, interesting. I would not have thought that's where you'd who you'd have representing you here.
Yeah,
I guess
I
I
think
don't
it,
know what I would have thought. Probably Kansas City, but I guess outside of that, I guess I don't know.
yeah.
Are you a big Baltimore fan?
They're growing on me a little bit, but I don't know, something. I think that the blue,
Lamar's won my respect from Baltimore,
yeah,
I think.
he has. I didn't think he would last as
I
long as
didn't
he has.
either.
I'm like, okay, he's actually legit, and They have a great team, so I could have definitely put them in. I do like them, but Kansas City and now Buffalo, I think are getting close to even for how much I like them. And something about that blue I think was really working for me. It's a great blue, great red. I mean, look at it compared to the horrible Houston colors, not bright or vibrant in any way. Oh man,
Change the logo.
how do you not pick Buffalo? But yeah, so since I didn't know what was here, well, I knew mine was here, but I decided not to fill it in. So we've got, what do I got? I got the Bills, you got the Bills, I've got the Packers, and you have the Commanders, Washington Redskins, whatever they are, no names. Oh boy. So
I wonder
this,
if we have the same Super Bowl champion.
let's see, do we, do we? I'll lead it. You've been leading us off here this whole time. Or do you want to keep leading us off? Who should go first? Me or you?
You lead us off, you
Okay.
Packers fan, you. Just put
Packers
him in
fan.
there.
What? What?
Just put him in there.
I was, this is gonna be, I don't know. For some reason, I just decided to get realistic at this point. And I'm like, you know what? I just think Packers, we're going to be there next year and the year after that and the year after that. But this might be Josh Allen's last ride, his last dance as a real contender. And I think Josh Allen is going to actually bring it home, and I think he's going to win this. He's going to win it over the Packers. See, absolutely no bias by me, no favoritism towards the Packers in any way whatsoever. And I don't even think it's a one score game. I think this is 45-32. Buffalo wins over Green Bay in case that tiebreaker comes into play at the end
Wow.
of the year.
I did not have a I did not have a score for the final game here, but I also think Buffalo is going to get it done. I think this will be their first Super Bowl as well, so yeah, I
Okay.
think they'll get it done this year. It just I don't know. It seems like the hype isn't quite around them as much. I think they're still,
Yeah.
one of the favorites. I don't think that they've fallen in that way, but I think people are kind of like, they're just not going to do it kind of feeling. And it's usually when you kind of can
Yeah.
perform your best. But yeah, hopefully they don't start the season off like really, really hot, white hot, strong, because
Yeah.
then you start getting the people talking, oh, they're going to do it this year.
Yeah.
They're going to do it this year. Hopefully they kind of slow into it and just kind of get a charge going at the end of the year kind of thing.
Charge in Buffalo.
But yeah, let's see. What do we let's go 35-21. Buffalo
Okay.
wins.
Okay. 35-21. I could see that. I could see that. But yeah, you heard it here. Buffalo is gonna win it. It's unanimous.
They are winning it all.
Wow. That's it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. But I like it. I like it. They should it would just feel like I mean not like it's scripted or anything. I'm kind of comparing it to wrestling or whatever. It's like, oh, if we don't have this matchup now, we're gonna look back and we never did it. If we don't get a Buffalo Super Bowl in this current kind of team that they have, it just will feel quite the shame that they didn't get it done. So hoping they get it. I mean, hopefully Packers win it, but second, Buffalo.
I agree. I agree. But let us know in the comments below who you think is going to be this year's Super Bowl champion. And whether or not you think the Buffalo Bills have any chance at all, or if we're just blowing smoke like they do in Buffalo. But yeah, otherwise, we hope to see you on the next one. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on that NFL popcorn.